Why are there so many people in here? Why are you hanging out in the jail cell? Oh, there. Used for justice. No, seriously. I don't understand what's going on. It's not a zone. The bed's not a thing. The room... Alright, now they're leaving. It's just must be someone with like pets and kids. And they're all being carried in there. We got the stray leopard just wandering around. Good. Boom, 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 boom. Got arrows. No, they're still hanging out there. What the hell are you doing? No job, no job. No... Well, if you've got no job, if you've got nothing to do, that's what the dining room is for. It's a meeting hall. I don't know. Just lock the door. If they want to be in jail, they can. What happened? We got a caravan. Think. Yes! Dwarves! And they're bringing actual wagons wrong. Oh, fantastic. Good, 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 good. We're going to search finished goods bin. Bring all the finished goods. Also, do we have any loose mugs? We have lots. We probably need to make more bins, actually. If we have loose mugs... Okay, we don't have a ton, and I know I missed one. It's going to bother me if I don't toggle it on. Okay. Bring them over. Let's set up a queue for wood. We've got tons of wood, right? So let's make 30, and then we're going to go and make another 30. Black bear has stolen llama cheese. That sounds like something a bear would do, actually. What the hell is this thing here? Ilral Tunidis corpse. I don't even know what that is. Was that one of our immigrants who just got killed? Why are you there? Why are you not in the graveyard? Hold on. That's refuse stockpile. That's another refuse. Okay, so we don't have an actual graveyard, which might be a thing. Here, store the corpses over there. I mean, obviously our dwarves will go into coffins, but... There, that just got picked up. What the hell is that? Not goblins, because the goblin bodies, well, it's a partial body, goes over there. I don't know. Kiam had another fit and then calmed down again. There we go. We got the mugs and everything going out there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Vampire's probably licking blood off the walls or so much of it. That's true! It's a good point. Alright, a few mugs are still being brought out. Oh yeah, I got a request. Oh, he's constructing a meeting. That makes sense. Once you're done meeting with our representative, and we got to ask him for like all the gypsum plaster in the world. Why do I have 1 trillion statues? Wait. Is the statue job on repeat and I didn't actually put limits on it? Is that possible? Yeah. I guess I'll just cancel that. Oh, right. I can't cancel it if it's on repeat. It'll just stop it. Turn it off repeat, now cancel. So we have 1 trillion billion statues. I guess that means we'll need another furniture stockpile. Just because we've got the one that's full of statues. If you're a Whovian, you do not want to walk through that room. It's just going to be creepy. Ah, there we go. We've completed our cloth coats. I assume our, yeah, we're still, oh, we're trading at the depot. Good, okay, we'll trade. Grab everything on the right. Shift M, mark all. Just out of curiosity, if we did mark everything on the one side, no, he's got too many goods. You got plaster? Yeah. Yeah, you do. Okay, we're gonna make sure to grab that and then just clear the search out. Yeah, we'll grab various bits of metal. I don't think we need gems. Get some extra glass, it's pretty cheap. Clay in case we want stuff, whatever, it's fine. Rope. I mean, we got, sure, some extra rope. Some flasks, sure. I don't mind giving them lots of profit. Like, it's the exact opposite of what happens with everyone else. We'll take the dogs and the horses and the yak bull. Maybe we'll get some breeding pairs. Reindeer bull, guinea hen, bull, duck, ram, dwarven ale, milk, wine, ale, wine, milk. Okay. Extra buckets. We actually have quite a few buckets. I'll grab an extra couple, but that's probably enough. Ah, there we go. 1,300 dwarf buck steel pick. Yeah, we'll get some extra weapons. Bronze battle axe sounds good. Copper short sword, steel mace. Those all sound really, really quite strong. Bronze mace, bronze shield, copper short sword. I mean, it's not a very well made one. Technically is a one. All right, we'll take the like super good steel crossbow and steel spear. That seems like a way to do things. Copper, yes. Decent bow, silver short sword. Actually, silver's not really good for edged weapons. Iron warhammer is probably good. Bismuth bronze pick, steel short sword. Good. Okay, now actually armor. And, you know, maybe clothes. Coats, socks, shoes. Oh, some of these are pricey. Have to make sure to give them really good profit, though. Buckler. Buckler, shields. Yep. Oh, 30. No, that's 3,000 is a little too much. Hoods, caps, so people don't go quite as naked. Iron cap sounds like a pretty good idea. Helms, caps, some gauntlets and things like that. Okay. More sand. I think we got lots of sand. We can really start making our own glass. I think we started a little bit. We really don't need cloth. We've got 1 trillion cloth. Extra bolts are always good, though. Silver bolts in case we need to kill any Rakshasa. That's important. You gotta keep that in mind. That is not a dwarf fortress thing, by the way. Anvils, I mean, I can pretty much make my own at this point. Although, I don't really have... Well, I don't need this many. I don't know if I've got a source of iron. Random meats. We have tons of food, actually. For some reason... Things we stole from caravans. Go for the 10s. Cat intestine, my favorite. Plump helmets. Sure, we'll get more of that. Oh, we'll have to ask for rock nut, maybe. Well, we don't really need to make oil. We're okay on fat. Some yarn and stuff like this is actually a good idea, and silks, because every now and again someone will have a mood and they're looking for that stuff specifically. I'm probably going to leave them with like 10,000 in profit. Although, some good greaves and leggings. That aren't too expensive. Trap components. Cheeses. Some dwarves really prefer cheese, so they get happier if they can eat their favorite thing. Some more splints, maybe? And crutches. Okay, it's probably more than we need. We can make them relatively easily. Let me do a quick search again to make sure that I didn't undo the plaster good. And if I just search for gypsum, it's the same thing. Okay. All right. 9,000 bucks. Here you go. I offer you this in trade. Excellent. See that? I knew we could arrange a deal. It's so much easier to negotiate with dwarves than humans. I don't know, or dwarves. I don't know why those humans and elves were like so weird about the deal we worked out with them. I don't see these guys getting pissed. Oh, you can get rock nuts from the caves. Yeah, okay, good point. Actually, we could probably do that now. Designate plant. I mean, we run into something nasty down here, but yeah, we can get a bunch of different plants. We can also chop trees and stuff underneath here. Like they get big mushrooms that are basically trees. We can always chop those later on if there's a really brutal siege. So we got about a half an hour left before we start the multiplayer component. I'll just keep going. This part will be pretty long on YouTube, but that'll be okay. Unless I remember and actually bother to cut it in half, just to make the video length more reasonable. Because we've done a few surveys in the past, and most people seem to prefer videos of length between somewhere like 20 to 35-ish minutes. Longer than that becomes really unwieldy for people. So, seems like pretty good length. Like a standard TV show episode. Check your civilization relations. Oh, have you met any enemies yet? That's a good question. This would be it, right? Currently, we're apparently at... Is P for peace? The goblin's not even at war? Like, I'm used to seeing the red dash, 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 so... Winter is upon us. It should really say winter is coming just like a few weeks before winter arrives. It would be so much better. We have over 100 dwarves. Everything's awesome! Everything is grand. I don't know why you guys keep worrying about things. As soon as we're done bringing all this stuff in, we'll probably do a training session with the last goblin. How did we discover this? With the last goblin and the wren critters as well. That's fine. We got someone upset over here. Probably having lost friends. Who is this? Tempest Tate. Very unhappy. Witnessed death. Choked on smoke underground. Worried by the scarcity of cages and chains lately. Seriously? We have like 1 trillion cages over here. I don't know how many chains we've got. Actually, that'd be a good workflow thing. Add. I don't remember what we can make chains out of here. Lead? We can make tin. Tin chains. That sounds really... Oh, we can make lead chains as well. Yeah. So, add, going other in lead. Where's the lead? Furniture, maybe? Could be considered furniture. It is. Set a repeat. Workflow constraints. Add limit. Really chains of any material. Well, we could differentiate between chains and rope, but I don't think it's actually usually very important. So any material is fine. We've got 10 of them. What the hell's dude freaking out about? We got tons. We're fine. That's a very weird and specific thing to be concerned with. All right, we just slaughtered a peacock because we had enough of them. We still have like people flashing, like, so I'm assuming they're being affected by a syndrome. Although I can't really see any specific reference to it anywhere. So I don't know what's the deal. Yeah, people in chat are asking. There's no smoke right now. It's from the monster made out of flame was like breathing out noxious smoke or something like that, and that's why they were affected by smoke. We have so many statues. We could make like a cool entrance something or other. Oh, there we go. The liaison finally. Liaison. God, every now and again you got to say things in French apparently. We got lots of powder for casts. Good! Now we'll be able to set things in the future. Future injuries will be washed and set. I know, it's crazy. What do we want from people? Seriously, I actually don't know. Let's get a bunch of rock nuts. We're good on weapons. I mean, they can pretty much just bring whatever they want. Armor and stuff would actually be pretty handy. Bring me breastplates. and helms and gauntlets and boots and greaves and shields. Actually, I should probably ask for weapons too, but... And sure, lye, and oh, charcoal and coke and pearl ash and potash, sure. Could also ask for blocks of the right material to make that sort of stuff, but ultimately I think we're doing okay. Gypsum, yes, you're right. Stone blocks, so limestone? Not limestone. I could ask for hematite, because we can turn that into iron. Gypsum blocks. Limonite and coal. More of these can be turned into iron, but I don't remember what they all are. Cassiterite, maybe? Or cinnabar? Cinnabar is named because of its red color, which is really iron oxide in real life. Oh, we can't do it with blocks? Oh. Because we can't just get stone. They can't just bring stone, right? I guess under bars, that's maybe the best I can do. Well, not metal bars. Do they have other kind of bars? You can get coke and stuff in there. I guess it was in a different category. I should just ask for some steel bars. Oh, there they are. Oh, been streaming too long. My eyes are getting fuzzy. But they can bring stone. There it is. Thank you. Not limestone. Limonite. I keep doing that. Go high priority. Ah, lost it. Where am I? There. Hematite. Actually, let's make it max out. It might charge us more for it, but that's okay. Let me check something. Dwarf Fortress. Cinnabar? No, cinnabar is more of a gem, isn't it? It is not a usable ore. In real life, cinnabar is a mineral of mercury sulfide. That's right, because you can melt it down, and they were measuring the weight of it or something like that, and they use that to determine the fact that oxygen weighs stuff. Or I might be thinking of a different type of oxide thing. Cassiterite is tin. Okay, look up iron in the Dwarf Fortress wiki. Hematite, magnetite, limonite. Oh, the ites. Well, not all the ites. Clearly. Magnetite, limonite. Probably already missed it 17 times. Oh, limonite. Okay. What else am I thinking of then? All right, we got coal. Magna. Oh, they might just not have access to it as a civilization. That can happen sometimes. All right, good enough. Not gonna sit around all day negotiating trade deals. Oh, slaughtered a ram. Hey, we're gonna keep having tallow and leather. And I'm out of water. See, this is what happens when I take too long between breaks. Run out of liquidation. Quilly has canceled job. Thirsty. Is that a hood? Is it not been claimed? Or maybe it's just, we got nowhere to put it. Yeah, maybe we need a bigger clothes stockpile. Clothes, thatch, cloth. We got lots of idlers. Good. Let's do another training session. Squads. A, B, C. Move into here. We still don't have that door. Honestly, what is going on here? I mean, I know it says suspended, but that's just the way it works. We're building things, coffins and doors. I guess we just had a lot of doors queued up in a few places. We had some extra bedrooms and stuff like that. Okay, military is there. So we can now go to the zone, hit P. There's search, there's a search, but that's okay. With the goblin, we're gonna dump you. And some Wren people. Not all of them at once. Here they come. Fight, 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 fight. And they've done so. Dead goblin, dead Wren woman. There we go, they bring the corpses out. A, B, C. Cancel. These people are kind of cranky. They've witnessed a lot of death lately. And we'll make sure that we've claimed all this, although it's probably fine. Guys, we're surviving! 104 dwarves. We're actually due for another migrant wave soon. That's where it's really going to get crazy. We got tons of food. Look at all the plants. We did steal a lot. And tons of drink. Good. We did finish all that trade. You're conducting the meeting still. We bought some stuff. We're good there. All right. We'll look over the document. These are the prices and things like that, and the general prices, not their specific demands. Okay, things are on hold because we've got enough bolts and all that. We've got no ore to smelt anymore. Wait, what is this? Oh, are we literally storing blocks down here? That's not good. That's not what I want. How did this happen? Block all. This should just be metals and other material like that. That's fine. But no one should be hauling blocks down here. That sounds like a horrible, horrible use of your time, guys. Yeesh. So I actually need to mine out some more veins here. So if we scroll down until we find one of our vein spots again, I guess there's technically some over here. I'll do the same thing where I use the VDig just because sanity. So you go into your DF hack, or it's dig V, and wherever you have your mouse, it'll just keep digging so you don't have to manually, like, every 3 seconds designate a few more blocks, because god damn, what a big pain in the ass. There's a Wolverine man! Who's enraged and probably going to be killing people, Hugh Jackman style. Where is it? Oh, is this it here? We're here? Yeah. We're going to need to, probably don't need everyone, but I feel safer doing it this way. Plus, they don't all come at the same time. We're going to move everyone in here. Resume. Oh, crap, there's a shit ton of them. Yeah, I'm just going to try to get everyone to group up outside. Look at that. They've already moved in. Are they fighting? Are they done? Oops. Gurkish! Struggles in vain. The wrestler. Gurkish is just like, you're out wrestling the Wolverine man. Break it, but then struggles in vain against the grip of the wrestler's left hand, Wolverine man's teeth. You've got it by the teeth. You know, there are strategic uses in wrestling. Hello, Kitten Slush. Thanks for joining our lesson on wrestling combat. When you're fighting something called the Wolverine man, grabbing the tooth may not be your ideal way of doing it. I'm just saying. Recruit shakes the Wolverine man around by the left hand, tearing apart the left hand's muscle and bruising the bone. An artery. Holy crap. So, also the recruit. So you were biting the Wolverine's left hand, shaking it around, ripping his hand apart. Meanwhile, you've got your hand in his mouth. So you're sort of biting each other, but you're actively biting him on the hand, whereas he was trying to bite you and you're actually just like holding onto the teeth and being like, nuh-uh-uh. Actually takes the Wolverine man down by the teeth. Scratches the Wolverine man in the right ear, and the severed part sails off in an arc. You're a fucking monster! Maybe you are the werewolf. Or the vampire. Let's check your skills here, buddy. No, you're just dabbling in everything. You are a legendary stonecrafter, but that's definitely the sort of thing that could have happened here. I'm going to put you into the not a vampire pile, but you are a goddamn badass. Okay, so I think these are the things that it specifically wants the most and will give us the most for. We could just start producing toys. But you know what? My mugs are still pretty super. Toy amulets we could do as well. They'd all go in the finished good bins. Amulet. Oh, we can't make that. Oh, it would just be rock crafts, right? Generic rock crafts. All right, let's make a handful of them. Because, yeah, they'll all go in the finished goods bin, and it'll be fine. Great Liar. Oh, that's funny. He's a werevampire. That could be it. BC. Squads kill from a list. Do we still know who the Wolverine people are? I'm just going to stick Gurkich on them. Yeah. G-H-I-J. I think I missed one, but that's okay. Go kill the Wolverine people. Alright, yeah, see you next year. Bye-bye, dwarves. Nice trading with you. Always remember that Ducimvel is the #1 stop for all traders of any race. We're more than happy to accept any goods you bring. Sometimes we even pay for them. Alright. We're like failing to shoot them with arrows. But we are doing a pretty good job of actually finishing them off. Assuming we can catch them. We need people who can run faster than our targets. Because it's kind of being a little bit goofy right now. There we go. Bam. Does someone have a pet pig? Oh my god. Ton Zanatithoth. It's a boar. Oh, who do you belong to? How do we go? Is that animals? There's no search here, huh? Ton. There you are. You belong... The pet pig belongs to Master Oink. He just arrived. He was just a migrant. This migrant shows up. I randomly pick him from my subscriber list to call him Master Oink. He has a pet pig. I mean, a boar. Yeah, you're right. Who said that? Laser King of Murdervania, which is also one of the greatest names I've ever heard, says, DF has become self-aware. You're absolutely right. This is why this game is the most incredible game ever. Ever. I mean, there's genre questions and this and that. Looks like all our targets are dead. Fantastic. Portal, obviously. Things like that. But really, this game, Dwarf Fortress, just... It's all the emergent stuff. If you're just sort of, paying attention. Yeah, if you pay attention better than I do. It's just mind-blowing the stuff you'll see. I might have to just set up a second grazing area, because this one is starting to get really worn down. Stock level is low. Drinks? Oh, no, okay. It's just my workflow thing warning me that it's about to start producing things. But since my minimum is set to 200, I think we'll be okay. All right, let's put down these statues. Where are we going to put them? I make like... I should spell things out. It would have to be relatively short. I could spell DF. Or Q18 out of statues. Yeah, let's do that. Build statue. We're in placement mode. So... we need to make up a font. I'll be a decent 18. Maybe something like that for the one. And then the Q will be tricky. Just sign our work is what's going on here. There. Q18. Just get the statues out of the furniture stockpile. Do. And did we really kill? We killed those werewolves without taking any actual damage. Still have people, I think, that don't have proper bedrooms, though. Now, these were all turned into bedrooms and have been claimed. Okay, there we go. We have beds here, but they're not claimable bedrooms. So if we do that, people will stop sleeping in the hospital quite as much. And then they'll consider it their bedroom, and they'll be happier. I mean, they're happy when they sleep in a proper bed, but then they'll be like, I slept in my bed, god damn it. It makes it better. We do have a lot of dwarves, and I think this will bring us up to about 80 bedrooms. Well, 80 normal bedrooms. So there might still be a few dwarves, because we do have 104. Although some of them are married, so they do pair off. But there might be a few that don't get a bed and will still just sleep in random places. But most people will have it, so that'll be okay. How come I have a bed here? That's not a bedroom. Cancel. Still waiting for a sheriff to come along. The one that's backwards. Oh, thank you very much. I'm like, why? This doesn't look right. Something is not looking right. Build statue. Ah, yeah, that is so much better. I'm like, because I was looking at it. I'm like, do I need to make the top different? Apparently. Reindeer calf is suffocated. What is suffocating these people? Every now and again. I don't understand. Does anything else need to be pastured? Grazing stuff, and yes, actually. There we go. I should have actually built this stuff out of walls to make it more visible, but I had the statues. I think, yeah, I can make a sculpture garden, so I'm going to do that. There you go. So some dwarves might come out and visit the sculpture garden. Just don't blink. It's the poison, it's the vampire. The sheriff is the captain of the guard. Okay, but they do get like there's a sheriff role later on, right? Or is that like previously? We need to murderize this Wolverine woman, who is currently chasing one of my people. Run! Who is that? Run, Toshiru! You're gonna get eaten by a Wolverine person. Let the army take care of it. Nice. So who do we got? We got Plastic Sporks and Esgarum are fighting. Bashes the Wolverine woman in the head from behind with a bronze mace, bruising the brain, jamming the skull through the brain, and tearing the muscle. Well, I think our Wolverine is now an ex-Wolverine. What happened? Mood! Yeah! Get me damn artifacts. You've claimed a clothier shop. All right. Well, dude knows we're low on clothes, so I guess that's fair. Actually, I really do need to set up workflow properly here. And probably a second clothier shop. I'm going to do that. Build workshop. Clothier is what key? K. K for clothes. I'm going to put this down here, make it out of diorite. Just because there's too many things in the queue. So you're still grabbing some more stuff. I wonder what else you're going to grab. Oh, there's some gems. There's going to be some, and some leather. Okay. And another gem is what it looks like. Holy crap. And I think that was more gems. This is going to be some fancy stuff. More leather. He's making a new outfit for Cher's next tour. Or Madonna, or Lady Gaga, or, you know, whoever's most relevant right now. Works furiously. All right. So yeah, we'll set up a dress, a robe, tunic, coat, a vest, cloak, trousers, a cap, a hood, glove, and that will max us out, and then we'll set up others. And then for each one of these, I'll actually have to go through and just make it so it's not unlimited. It'd be nice to just do this in bulk to all of them, but I guess I shouldn't complain the fact that it exists at all. We don't have any tunics yet. We have lots of coats. We don't have any vests. So, I mean, we'll have like kind of an excess of stuff and there'll be like tons of variety, which I guess will be okay. Control W, Shift A, cloth. We got 3 cloaks, trousers. We have tons of trousers, right? Because I remember putting up the big job. So yeah, it automatically becomes suspended. Good. Some caps. Start building some of those. Some hoods, which might be even better. Depends on what kind of look you're going for, I suppose. You know, we've got some fashion-conscious dwarves over here. And then we've got like the teenagers. They'll be wearing the hoodies. We get some gloves. And we got a few of those. Okay. And yeah, we'll just wait for who is this anyway? Zarya Swell. We'll wait until they finish their artifact, and then we'll go and queue up some jobs at that place too. And then we'll always have plenty of clothing around. Mbarak is asking what's the function you're using to auto create when stocks are low. So using DF hack, there is one of the modules is called workflow. And with workflow, if you've got a workshop and you've set a job on repeat, then first of all, it will protect that job. If the job stops for any reason, if you run out of material, instead of, because normally when you run out of material on a repeat job, the job becomes canceled. Instead, it will suspend the job. And if ever you get material for it again, it will start the job back up. Furthermore, I believe it will protect a job from situations like this where you have someone who gets a strange mood who takes over a workshop. I believe it will then reset the jobs afterwards because normally it clears out all the jobs. And then finally, there's a command which by default is mapped to Control W in the pack I'm using, which allows you to set start and stop limits. So in addition to just protecting the job, it also sets a range where it will basically stop. So here I'm setting it so if ever we get to 10 cloaks, it'll suspend the job automatically. And then when the cloaks get below 5, it'll start up again. So we have created, well, let's actually take a look at the proper screen over here. Ocnural Omenitum. It's Finger Blades, the Green Vision, a sheep wool head veil. A veil worth 106,000 dwarf bucks. Now, you can't trade artifacts, but they add value to your fortress, which increases your prestige, which also makes sieges more likely. A sheep wool head veil. It is encrusted with table-cut emeralds and decorated with larch. It is made from sheep wool cloth. The thread is midnight blue with dimple dye. This object menaces with spikes of sheep wool. Spikes of wool? Pine, spiny dogfish leather, lapis lazuli, emerald, and great white shark leather. No wonder it's worth so much. There's so much crap that went into it. On the item is an image of Moral Cobalt Wheels, the dwarf and sheep wool. I think we've already had one portrait of this guy. He must be really important. Must be the king or something like that. Wow. Good work. All right, so this ended at, well, what? Q cloth would go down to, I think we did gloves and we didn't do mittens, right? Well, we don't really need mittens if we have gloves. So we'll go down to sock, shoe, bags and ropes and things. Actually, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a few bags and rope as well. But we'll see in a second here. So the socks, add limit, cloth socks, keep at least 5 to 10 around. The shoe, and this, add limit, cloth, actually, delete that. Yes. We're gonna add limit. We really should say shoe of any material. It doesn't really matter, but I mean, in a way I should have done that. Okay, we've got tons of shoes kicking around. And yeah, the cloth bags already automatically went on a suspend. Interesting. Because I already have a job for that, okay? And the rope, I have the chain job. And rope is just chain. Okay. Good. Okay, so we'll never run out of clothes again, as long as we keep having cloth. But we stole a lot of cloth, and we can always trade for some more as well, so we're doing fine that way. What's the time at? It is time for us to put this bad boy to bed, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a great 4-hour session of streaming some Dwarf Fortress today. We're going to do some underwear with spikes. Yeah, it's kind of kinky wear. You know, there's a lot of leather involved, a lot of gems. Again, you know, it's a performance piece. We've got plenty of bins. Actually, that would be another good contender for a workflow thing, is make sure there's always a couple of empty bins around, so we never have to worry about running out. Actually, I'm going to do that now while I'm thinking about it, because it is so very good. Carpenter's Workshop. I will put one on repeat. I will workshop this, add limit of any material. There. Just make sure yeah, and there's none right now. Even though I queued up like 60 of them, they're actively being used for things. Is what I assume. I'm hoping it's smart enough that it's, even though it's in a stockpile, it won't go. You can't even see this. I mean, I should have built this out of walls, but it's just something to do with these statues. Look, they're like gold statues. I got gold statues outside just so I could write my name. We might dismantle some of the gold ones if we need like fancy rooms for some of our leader types. We don't have a bookkeeper anymore. Wow. Joe Lotto, who was our doctor for a while, you are going to become our bookkeeper. We will have to go here and assign you. So they've all died. The previous manager and bookkeeper have died. Clearly, those are dangerous jobs. Anyway, yeah, this is going to wrap up our Dwarf Fortress. Oh, so much fun. So much fun. Next time we live stream, which won't be for a while, not a normal live stream. We may keep picking up on this, or we might play some other games, because there were some people who want to see different games on live stream, so we'll see how it goes. But we might do videos, we might do different things, we'll see how it goes. But for now, that is the end of Ducimvel at this point. I don't know, again, so if you're watching this on YouTube, I don't know when the next part will be. Hopefully we will continue, or we might move on to 2014, like DF 2014 permanently, once that all gets, you know, all the patches are done and the tools are available and stuff. We'll have to play it by ear at that point. But so far, I do feel like we've had a pretty fun run in our little fortress. Pretty satisfied with it. And that's it. All right, guys, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, there's going to be some multiplayer gaming. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment. Did you know I read every single comment someone leaves on my video? That's insane. Why would I do that? I don't know, but I'll read yours.